Hello and welcome to another episode of Create Ultimate. Right now we're in the little AE system I've been working on. I haven't really done a whole lot. Partly because my remote has been dying on me, along with I just haven't had the time to really play. So we do have a singularity here that I am going to quickly set up. Was fun steel. There we go. So I was kind of working on this in the background of last episode. Let me just back up. And then that would. Oh, not what it was supposed to do. Huh. Okay, I'll worry about that later. I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. Huh. Okay. Anyways, in today's episode, what I want to get done is I want to start making some farms. We have this cool looking uh workshop, but we don't really have any resources. I mean, we have this thing that I can't. I don't know if it's the draw controller or if I need this IO thing. I don't really know how storage drawers really functions. But in today's episode, I want to start making some farms. I want to say it might be. No, this one. Here we go. Uh, So we can just start removing some of this stuff. So we already have some of these. Uh, we could reduce some of them, like for example, get a better iron farm. But I also want to start making granite, tons and tons of granite, because granite is going to be used for not that. Let me create, if I can spell, create nuclear. So granite, or of course I click on the wrong thing. So in order to do, wait, this actually gives food? That's crazy. So it's a long process uh, that I'm struggling to uncover. Uranium powder, here we go. So crushing granite, we get red sand and 50% chance of uranium powder, which we can then use to mix into liquid uranium. From liquid uranium, we then can make yellow cakes once we have 100 millibuckets, which that doesn't seem that expensive. And then from there, we can enrich it, which I don't know. I don't know the recipe for that or the file. Anyways, we can do that. We can. Where is it? We can then turn it into uranium rods, which then can power a nuclear reactor, which will give us, I think, roughly 2 million SU or something. It's something crazy, and I just know that it's going to keep us from overstressing our systems for quite a while. I do want to get several of them built up, though. But for me to even start something like that, I do need a ton of granite, and hopefully, it is a 50% chance, so hopefully I don't need too many granite farms. How can I farm up granite? Granite. If I can stop misclicking, that'll be awesome. So it looks like diorite, which is going to be cobblestone and quartz. That's going to be the main way, unless there's something else. Okay, there is red sand, lava, and flint. We're all producing tons of flint. Red sand. Red sand we can probably reallocate because it looks like it'll so we use one red sand for one granite and then it's guaranteed. Yeah. So we crush granite into uranium and then from there we get red sand, which we can probably split with a tunnel to go back through the system. I think red sand is going to be the most difficult thing to get. And that may be the thing that bottlenecks our system. Alright, so I'm going to, because lava should not be an issue. We do have our endo tank of lava somewhere. Uh, I should probably bookmark the recipe. So we have bookmark. And then flint. So I do need to figure out how I can transfer this stuff over. What is bottlenecking this? Because nothing is... Oh, the sheep died. Okay. Oh, not what I wanted to do. So yeah, so we do have this system which, you know, we have quite a bit of flint. That may actually be not enough. Alright, so I could just make a whole system, which it may double up as an iron farm as well. A large scale uh, cobblestone farm. Because that seems like what it's going to take. Have instead of having the flint get destroyed, we can have the flint go one way, the iron go another way, and then link it to my system. Alright, I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I just need to figure out a little bit of how I'm going to what is that? Oh, it triggered me. I just need to figure out how I'm going to execute it. Alright, so this is going to take some planning. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I kind of have a design that I kind of played around with a little bit. But for the beginning section, so we're going to need one of these. Preferably facing towards me. I guess it doesn't want to move. So something like this. I do need a piece of cobblestone though, so it knows what it's making. I still need to grab a singularity at one point. But that's fine for now. I can just keep running back to base, it's fine. Alright, so now it's making cobblestone. That's what it knows what it's making. I'm going to need a funnel here. And then I'm going to do a couple blocks. And then I'm going to need, let's see, a belt here. I'm going to need to kill this creeper. Or the creeper just doesn't get one-shotted? Okay. So then I need crushing wheels here and here. Those of which I do not have on me. If I can just get into my house, that'll be awesome. Alright. Crushing wheels. I need 2 of you. 1 here and here. Those are not correct. Can I... boom. So now that's going to crush. And then I need this to go into something. Man, I really should have brought more things with me. It really sucks not having the ability to just access my thing. I'm not 100% sure why it's not allowing me to, though. And that kind of sucks, because I don't want to be running back and forth constantly. Make a spruce barrel. That way it can be upgraded. Where was the spruce barrel? There we go. That way it can hold a ton of cobble. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just do this, set up a washer right after. So washer there, now, and then have it go into a funnel. We'll do this, and then we'll do... Alright, can I not extend it when it's like that? Alright, so we'll extend it. I'm gonna need 3 washers then, if I do it like that. That's fine. Then they come into here. I'm going to need... So they wash, and then they get turned into, from gravel into, what's it called? Flint and iron. So I'm going to do... Dude, why do these never place right for me? That's so annoying. Do I gotta place it like... No, that doesn't even make sense. There we go. There we go. So then a belt here. And then I'm going to have to do a tunnel. 1 tunnel of flint there. And then I'm going to need a secondary kind of mechanic, or not mechanic. So one of you there, another one of you there. And then let me get that dot. And then that one's going to be the iron. I'm going to have the iron go this way into a storage drawer. So boom, boom. And then I'll go ahead and make a 3-tier compacting storage drawer. Compacting, let's see, storage drawer. I'm gonna need 2 of these. And then this is going to upgrade our iron production. So that, and then funnel, so stack goes in at a time. And then over here, we're going to have our other set, like this. That's so annoying. There we go. Like that. And then this is going to be the flint. And then what do I need for this again? I needed a basin, a crusher. So then let's get a basin. And it wasn't a crusher, it was a... Well, actually I do need crushing... Another 2 crushing wheels, and then I do need a press. There we go. That's what I needed. And then I'm gonna need iron nuggets, just one of those. Flint and granite. That way I can set up the filters now. Fly on over here. Iron nuggets in this one. Flint in this one. And then they are going to be dropped into here, which there's going to be a filter for granite here. Over here is going to be the lava, so we probably need like 3 blocks there. So lava there. We're going to do red sand over here with a chute on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a chute. And then the way that we're going to do this is going to be, hold on. Alright, so we're going to need chutes. And then the way we're going to deal with the red sand is I'm going to go collect some, and then it's just going to be basically duplicating it, because red sand is going to be a guaranteed item that comes out of here. The red sand there, lava here. We're going to do over here is going to be the item drops. So there's this. I want to say it's going to not function. That's cool too. Dude, why won't it? Why won't it let me go up? It's supposed to go up. What? That's annoying. Or does it have to already be something like this? No? Okay. Never mind then. So we're going to do another set of crushing wheels. Where are they at? Here and here. There and there. Those are going to crush the granite into, let's see. It should be the uranium powder. Yeah, so the crushing wheels are going to do 50% uranium, red sand. The red sand we're going to have, actually we're a little close here, so what I can probably do is need another couple of things. I'm going to need another chute. Or not chute, tunnel. Another set of tunnels, and then I'm going to need a barrel. Where is need? I'm out of sticks? What? I'm out of the most randomest things. It is so weird. Alright. Now, barrel. Spruce. I'll just bookmark that for now. Make several of those. Make another one of those. Sleep real quick. I guess I'll leave that open. And then it's going to be extended out. This. Funnel. And then I wouldn't even need a chute, because what I can do is make a, so then one side's going to have to be uranium, the other side is going to be the red sand. So something like this. And I'm going to do a tunnel here. And then I'm going to need to do another one here. No. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Make a second tunnel here. These are going to drop over here. So one shaft here, the other shaft here, and then we may be fine. I don't really know how else I can do this. Oh no, I'd be one block too far, so instead of having the funnels here, it will be one block this way. Shaft. So then I am going to have that like that, with the tunnel being here. That being extended, and this having its own. I'm gonna need more shafts. Shaft. Going to have. Alright. For now, I'll just do this. So different. Okay. And then we're going to come all the way back over here. Take that. And then I'm going to need a shaft here. And then remove that because this is going to be to here. Oh, why did that break? So there's that. Alright, and that's red sand automated, lava there. And then uranium powder is going to be coming out over here. And then I didn't think that far ahead. So I would then need uranium. The uranium powder would then be mixed into liquid uranium. And then that would then get crushed into yellow cakes. And then I would need that special enriched fire to enrich it. And then from there, I just make a mechanical craft onto uranium rods. Okay. Let me get the rest of that setup done. Alright, so the farm is up and running. It's running well enough that I need to build the second end of the farm. But in order for me to continue, I need to kill 2 wither. Well, 1 wither right now, but I'll kill 2 of them just to be on the safe side of things. Because I will eventually need the second wither killed. I don't know what happened. So I will need to kill a second wither at some point soon. So I might as well just get it now because these nether swords are valuable. So I need 1 nether slot for this nether reactor. Then I need another one for enriched soil, which the recipe was. Okay, I also need to grab soil, or just hunt some dirt, which would be fine. That would probably be easier. Yeah, so that is very expensive. So I'm gonna just do both fights now. But we're not going to be getting to the nether reactor and the things in this episode. Oh, I want to just have uranium rods automated by the end of this episode, and I mean, we're already almost there. So let's just go ahead and kill that dude. Uh, there's the nether star. Head over to wherever our portal is over here. And then we can hunt. Interesting. We can hunt what's it called? Dot into soil. Make the enrich thing, and then I need to go about my way. Sorry, so many things to think about. So I need haunting, which is this. And then I needed obsidian, which should be in there already. I got soil. Enrich. So just one of those, and then I can make one of these. And then, okay, my silk touch pickaxe is right there. I don't want to mess this up. So let me just quickly show you guys how everything's working. So we're powering it by steam engine for now. Actually not really sure how much stress we're using. Let's go ahead and take a stressometer with us. Over here, I hope we have I want to say we have a stressometer. Yes, we have one. Okay, that's fine. Well, I don't need that. Hopefully we still have quite a lot of oh yeah. We have 49,000. Is that how accurate is that? That doesn't seem too accurate. 30,000 stress, but I should be. Oh, that's because okay, hold on. I forgot I removed the belt. I need. No wonder that wasn't looking right. So I need shafts and belt. Even with. Wait, so it's only taking 19,000 stress for this little system running at full speed? That's actually crazy. Okay, so now we should be getting. There we go. Alright. So currently our system has stopped, or at least on this end. I also went ahead and made a ender chest that is pulling flint from over here. So, and then, yeah, so we have, I changed this to normal storage drawer, so normal flint goes through, goes in here, and then it comes back out over there, but because we are very behind and full on things, we're not able to do anything. So what we have to do is, what is the next step? So we just have to use the fan to enrich the yellow cakes and then set up a crafting thing like this. Okay, yeah, that's not that difficult. I shall be back in maybe a couple minutes, hopefully. Oh man, this video is taking so long already. Alright, yeah, let me go drop this funnel off real quick. I was, just kind of waiting around, making sure that it's running fine. And, I mean, it seems like it's doing well. So, we got, as you can tell, uranium rods now making. I did have that funnel here to make it 64, but then we wouldn't be making any rods. It would take us longer to make rods, I believe. But with this, I believe we are making rods way faster. So from the steam engine, we got cobblestone making, gets washed, turns into gravel, and then that gets turned into iron and flint. The flint is still overflowing. Yeah, I'm gonna just take all this iron out, and then I'm gonna just throw it right here. That way we're not having too much buildup of iron. The iron goes over here, flint goes over here, into this basin. We have lava going into the basin, and then we have red sand going into the basin as well. That generates granite. The granite then goes in and gets crushed, gets made into uranium powder and red sand. The red sand is then shifted through a tunnel to go back around. The uranium powder then goes through this way, gets turned into uranium, liquid uranium, which then gets funneled through into this basin, which I think is lagging because it's every 100 buckets is, yeah, so there should be 7 uranium. Oh no, this is what we were having issues with before. The haunting is not haunting fast enough, or the enriching is not enriching fast enough, so we're right now sitting on quite a bit of liquid uranium, which makes yellow cakes. The yellow cakes are then enriched to make enriched yellow cakes, which we don't have any. Those are then thrown into a mechanical crafter, which is then made into uranium rods. Now we need, in order for us to run the nuclear power plant that I want to make, we need if I can spell rod. I'm gonna just type in rod. Graphite rod. A lot easier to make. There's actually 2 types of steel. Huh. Anyways, we need graphene, which is crushed down coal or charcoal. We probably are going to be making a wood farm in next episode because I keep running out of wood, and I'm also going to have some of the wood get turned into charcoal and then transported over here to be crushed into coal dust, and then that coal dust is then going to be, there's no other way. Okay, that coal dust is then going to be split off into a press, if I can get the right steel. There we go. So it's going to, some of it's going to get blasted into or pressed into graphite. The other is going to be kept as coal dust and combined with iron to then make steel, which then would come back and make graphite rods. And then those rods are going to be used to power the nuclear reactor. That way I don't have steam engines all over the place. Because I have one there, I have one in there, one in there. That's powering that one. I just have steam engines all over the place. I don't like that. And then, yeah, we'd make a whole build once this is done. But for this episode, we automated uranium rods, which is interesting to say the least. Never thought I would ever say that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, next episode, we're going to be making graphite rods and finishing the nuclear reactor stuff. I'll see you in the next one.